Don't you ever have that dream where you can stand up in front of hundreds of thousands of people and sing? Well, not only does my next guest do that, she sings in both Hebrew, French, and English. Meanwhile, I can't even get the right pitch singing in the shower. Here with us is Ory Yahzek-El to tell us about her singing career. Tell me I said your last name right?
Well, yes, you did, of course.
There you go.
That was very good.
That was impressive.
Yes.
So why don't you start off by telling us how you really got involved in your singing career?
Well, I started singing when I was 6 years old. And then I used to participate all sorts of, contests like festivals and all that, and singing groups. And I was in TV a few times, and then I got to the army, and my dream was to get accepted to the army to the army
choir.
Singing group, and I got to the last levels, but I didn't get in. I took it very hard.
Was that back then? Yeah, we were just talking about it before. Like back then, if you didn't make it into the army singing choir, then you got nervous that you weren't going to really make it, right?
Right. Then that's how it was back then. So then afterwards, I was like registered in a different role, and then after the army, I went to the university, and then in the middle, I was an A student. I got a scholarship to study in France.
Wow.
I already spoke, I'm bilingual. I have a family in Australia, and also je parle français aussi. Hein?
Oh.
As you already know,
yeah,
because we've talked about that. And then we went to France, and I got the scholarship. It's like winning the lottery here. Everything is on them. Just study there, and just study, and they pay for you everything. It's just like winning a prize. And then I fell in love with a chanson singer. And and then I had to, my parents were so proud of me back then, and so I went back to Israel, and I knew that I was an A student at the university of Bar-Ilan, and I knew that I'm gonna quit everything and then go and learn theater and go back to the stage, and it was hard for them. They didn't like it at all.
Right. So you sing also in French and in Hebrew, and you have very powerful lyrics. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your lyrics and what they mean to you, what their main message is?
En français, or you mean en français, right?
Yeah, in French.
Well, I sing mainly Piaf and Aznavour and Bekojo Dessin, if of course part of them. And en français, it's very dramatic. The chansons are very dramatic. It's like they tell the story about a woman who meets a man, and then the man leaves, and then he died, and then she continues. It's all about love, but all kinds of love, like love of God, love of the world, love of a spouse, love of. It's all about love, but it's also very, very dramatic. Like someone puts his life on something, and then he lost all his money, and then all the chansons are stories, because that's why they're very long, and they have high and low pitches, which is very hard to perform. The chansons are pretty long, as opposed to different songs, like they're 3 minutes.
Definitely.
They're longer. They're harder to sing. You need a lot of air.
Where have you sung? Because you actually are really international. You've done a lot of things internationally because of the fact that you can sing in different languages and you speak different languages. So you have all these opportunities. Where have you traveled? Where has your singing taken you?
Well, the most amazing experience was representing Israel in it's called in Romanian Cebul de Aur, the owl, the golden stag. It's in Romania on Poiana Boșov. It's the second largest contest after the Eurovision. It's in front of 10,000 people. It's in front of 6 million people on the Pro TV. We are so small here in Israel. When they told me to go on stage, I thought I was dreaming. I mean, it was so big. It was huge. I mean, we're not used to that kind of sizes here.
Definitely.
Everything is so small. And I felt like I was, you have to, get by the first stage and then the middle stage. And among 27 countries, I got to the finals.
Wow.
I got fifth. Well, the last Israel was the last, but I went through all the other countries, and I felt like I was flying. It was like, I felt like I was, like I was flying on stage. I didn't stand on my 2 feet. It was an experience.
Out of body experience.
Yes, 10,000 people. Imagine, it was, I don't know even how to say it. It was overwhelming.
Well, I'm sure that was only the start of where your career is going to go, and you're going to go on to different and bigger stages, and I'm sure of it.
Thank you.
And I hope we get to hear you sometime here in Tel Aviv.
Yes, we do have,
Yeah, where can we see you next?
Well, next week on 23rd of January, and it's called the Theater Alhambra. in 39 Jerusalem Boulevard.
Okay.
And it's on 8:30, and there's going to be a lot of Israelis and Francophone and French speakers and
all
everything.
internationals.
Yes,
Everybody
everything.
internationals,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
going to be there.
Yeah, maybe you could come if you're not
Amazing.
working.
If I'm here. I'm not here, but thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait. Everybody
Really?
make sure to follow along Ori's journey to see where she'll perform next. Who knows, maybe she'll be in a town near you.